before this video starts, I want to let you know that I'm currently doing a ton of legendary item giveaways inside of my server down below. All you have to do to join that is click the first link in the description, like this video and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I've tried out every single accessory, looked at their stats and looked at their value, like literally all of them for trading and stuff like that. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out the value and stuff. So with that being said, I made a tier list of the overall status of the accessory, each and every last one of them. There are definitely a few missing, but this is like the majority of the accessories in the game. And today I'm just going to be ranking them and letting you guys know their value and why I put them there. So yeah, without further ado, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you know when I'm live and give away free stuff. I'll be giving away a lot of stuff when I'm live, and if you hit that notification button, you'll know exactly when I'm live. And yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get started on the first item in the list. Now to start off, we got cat ears. This is a legendary item. The item isn't really valued in trading, and the stats on it are very low. Like, it only gives you plus 15 HP and 5% plus defense. So right now, cat ears are very not valued. They're very low tier valued. I'm gonna try not to take 20 minutes every single accessory, but I wouldn't say they're completely useless, because that's what F is for. F is like basically completely useless. But for cat ears, I'm going D tier on this one. Alright, so next up we got Quincy robes. So it got pretty decent stats and its value is slowly going up. For this one, I'm gonna have to say A tier. I'm gonna try not to spend like 20 minutes on every accessory. I'm just gonna, from now on, I'm just gonna, name its value and like what stats it has and stuff like that. Next up we got God's prize. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, the stats on this one is crazy. Plus 5 HP, plus 15 Ryutsu, plus 1 posture, plus 2% Ryutsu regen, and plus 1% defense. Plus it's worth a lot in trading, so for that reason, God's prize is going in S tier. Next up we got Star Pendant. Now I'm not gonna say too much. If you already have this item, then you could see the stats on it. For this one, I'm gonna go A tier. Definitely an A tier item. If not, it's probably a B tier. Next up we got Kenpachi eye patch. Now I'm not gonna lie, I might get a lot of hate for this, but I don't think this one is good at all. Literally no one wants it in any trading server. My personal experience with it is not that good. So for those simple reasons, I'm just gonna put it in F tier. Next up we got Sonder cloak. Now next up we got Mujitsu mask. Just like the last item, this one is not worth a lot in trading and it barely gives you any stats. So for Mujitsu mask, I'm putting it in. However, like, you'll still find some people that'll take it. You could add it to a more value for something. I'd definitely say it's in D tier, but I would not go any more beyond that. By the way, this entire tier list is going to be linked inside of the description down below. In order to get access to the tier list, all you have to do is click that link and you will get access to the entire tier list. So yeah, next up we got black honored cloak. So black and white honored cloak. For this one, I'm gonna have to go D tier. Could be in C tier, but honestly I just don't really get a lot of trades for it, and plus the stats on it are kind of whack. So yeah, next up we got dreadful bone armor. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, the stats on this one are kind of decent. It's a pretty average item, but I also don't get a lot of trades for it either. I'm between B and C tier on this one. I think I'm gonna go B tier for now. Next up we got white and black ripper jacket. This one is a perfect example of a C tier item. It's not good, it's not bad, it's alright. Alright, so for the Quincy white pants and Quincy black pants, I'm not gonna lie to you, this one's gonna have to go in D tier. I was even thinking of putting it in F tier. If you want access to this entire tier list, just hit the first link in the description down below and you'll get access to it. Next up we got Gremmy's cloak. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is probably one of the best accessories in the game because it's worth a lot. Stats on it also go crazy. For this one, I'm gonna have to put it in S tier, of course. Next up, I'm definitely gonna flop this so hard. It's called Gordiu cloak. Now I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty solid item. I want to put it in S tier just because I don't think you should be trying to get it, but I still think it's pretty good, so I'd put it in A tier. Next up we got Oitsu puffer. For this one, I'm gonna have to put it in the low C tier ones, like it's probably very close to D. Next up we got Shiro cloak, very similar. I'd have to put this one in C tier. Next up we got mini Quincy hat. Now this one was actually kind of tricky for me, but I'd definitely say it's in B tier now that I think about it. Next up we got Vamp cloak. Yeah, same thing for this one. It was kind of tricky for me, but I'd definitely say in B tier. Next up, Arankar striped pants. Like, bro, this item is so bad, bro, I swear to God. I put it in F tier, bro. Next up we got You Watch Almighty cloak. Now I can't even lie, bro, I don't even have this item. From what I heard from, like, friends that do this game and stuff like that, it's pretty solid, it's pretty good. So according to what I heard, it's probably like an A or S tier. I'm putting an S tier just to be safe. But next up, Tsunaya Shiro cloak. Alright, and next up we got Champion's cloak. Now to me, bro, this one is definitely a solid example of A tier. I definitely put this one in A tier. Now guys, this list is getting smaller and smaller. If you want me to do another video like this with even more, then just let me know by hitting the first link in the description. Next up we got Dark Fang headband. Yeah, this one's definitely going in the F tier. Next up we got Shinigami Asura pants. Now I could see this one definitely being in A tier, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna do my opinion, right? From what I heard, this one is C tier. Next up we got Baragan's robe. This is another example of this. I'm gonna just put this one in C tier. Next up we got Cacao Ruler Cloak. It has pretty decent stats and its value is okay. You know, just because of the stats, I'm gonna put it in B tier, but I feel like if it had a lot of value, it can definitely go up to A tier or even maybe S tier. Now, never mind, I don't see an S tier, but definitely A tier. Next up, we got Shunsu's Kimono. Now, this one took a while for me to figure out, man, but I would definitely put it in A tier just because. Next up, we got Aizen's eye patch. I don't really have a lot of knowledge about this item, so I'm just not even gonna rank it, you know. But that list for the A tier and the S tier is like basically done, you know. That's basically what you need to have for the A tier and S tier items. There are still some items left though, so I'm gonna keep going. Next up we got the blind view. Now this one is the perfect example of a B tier item. Its stats are B tier and its value is B tier, so it could go up to A tier, but you know, I think it's B tier. This is very opinionated, you know what I'm saying. White and black guard coat. I'm gonna put this one in C tier just because, you know, you be struggling to find people that really want these nowadays. Next up we got Min Stark mask. This one's going in B tier. Next up we got white and black honored cloak. C tier for sure. Next up we got Alkiro cloak. I definitely flanked that name so hard. I'm putting it in D tier just because no one really wants it. Next we got Shiro cloak. This one's definitely going in C tier. C tier. I almost said S tier. What the hell? Let's go out Oitsu Puffer. This one's going in B tier. I think it has good stats and it can definitely be used in arena. Plus its value is pretty decent. And yeah, that should make the entirety of this list. So ultimately, here's my list. So yeah, ultimately, this is my entire list. If you disagree with it, you can let me know down in the comments. But I think it's pretty accurate. So yeah, make sure you go into this update knowing what your value is so you don't get scammed or anything. So yeah, that's a wrap. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button so I'm aware, and I'll see you in the next one.
First I touch the meal, like I feel